Hello everyone, today our group would like to present on the topic present and future trends of supply chain management in the present of COVID-19, a structured literature review. Our team members include me, Minh, Minh, and Newton. And first, we get into the topic introduction. This paper focuses on the particular effects of COVID-19 and tries to review its influences on research work in the area of ON and SCM. More specifically, this paper is taking the lead of research by attempting to answer the following research questions. Under the COVID-19 creates tremendous disruption, it lies great opportunity amid it. Our review provides several important insights into the impact of COVID-19 on research work in the field of OM and SCM, and is expected to help both scholars and practitioners capture this opportunity. The rest of this paper is organized as follows. Section 2 provides the details of methodology, including the material search and paper selection. Section 3 and 4 conduct the macro-level descriptive analysis and the content analysis, respectively, representing findings from the literature. Section 5 discuss the research gaps and propose a research agenda related to the interplay between COVID-19 and supply chains. Section 6 concludes the paper and provides the corresponding managerial insights.
The second section is the methodology. There are 4 steps: the short identification, the short selection, the short evaluation, and data analysis. First of all is the short identification. Given the scope of this study, we set the time span of 1.5 years from 1st January 2020 to 30 June 2021, in which the COVID-19 occurred and inflicted heavy losses in the globe. About the short selection, we scout 4 journals in 4 fields of marketing, economic and businesses, operations, management, engineering, and technology. The field 1 is about the material research procedure and the protocols. After 4 rounds of filtering and refining, a total number of 166 papers are selected and analyzed, as you can see in the table 2, in which 74.7% of selected papers are SCI and SCI index. For the short evaluation, we have performed a series of measures to make sure a high level of reliability in the process of short evaluation. The calculation of the reality is conducted via SPSS 22.0 embedding with a kappa macro. Finally, the group pend of alpha was found to be alpha equal 0.83, demonstrating a favorable degrees of reliability. The last one is the data analysis. The key information of all selected papers is extracted and achieved in a Microsoft Access database. We conduct a series of analysis, and detail of corresponding analysis will be presented in section 3 and 4. The third section is macro level of literature. In this section, we analyze the selected papers which are also conducted on the special issues related to the pandemic in the area of ON and SCM. First is the paper by the published journals. The table 3 shows the number of papers published in each journal. Operations, research and management, science and management journals represent the majority of publications, about 96 articles, accounting for 57.8% of the total articles. The second is a paper by the publication time span to investigate whether this great lockdown promotes the attention and research output in the area of ON and SCM. We collect the information of the day of submission and day of publication. were available online, and the results are presented in the figure 2. The third one is the paper by the geographical origins. As you can see in the figure 3A and B, the country with serious epidemic outbreak and global supply chain hubs, like United States, China, and so on, account for nearly 80% of the supply chain and COVID-19 papers. And other countries like Russia, Brazil, Argentina pay limited attention to the relevant topic. Next is the paper by author. We enable SNA using a software called Therapy version 092 to capture the core occurrence relation among the author, as shown in the figure 4. According to the obtained result, it denoted as there a total of 500 researchers were involved in the writing of the 166 selected articles, while more of them have completed only one article. And the last one is the special issues. Through an in-depth study on the theme of the 161 special issues in the field of ON and FCM, we found that there are 16 issues are strongly related to the figure 4, while 14 issues are weakly related to the pandemic, and the detail of these 30 issues are present in the table 4.
The fifth part is about the discussion of findings and research gaps. The article are categorized based on the methodology used and impacts and influential mechanism, response and recovery. It is noticed that the topics of supply side and demand side impacts and SCR gain more popularity. Next is the figure 7. Generalized framework for future supply chain development under COVID-19, divided to 3 stages: pre-pandemic stage, when the pandemic occurs, and the post-pandemic stage. The next part is the supply chain disruption, divided to 3 main causes. First is the supply side impact, and next is the demand side impacts and others. Move to supply chain recovery. The 3 R's: responsiveness, resilience, and restorations. First is the supply chain responsiveness. There are 5 studies present in different ways, but in the final conclusion land. So therefore the development of viable supply chain system are of interest for future studies. Move to supply chain resilience. There are 4 studies about disruption in SCR, and at the end, these aforementioned concepts really work and how they can enhance the supply chain performance require further analysis and increase research potential. Finally, the supply chain restorations. Even not generalized for adoption strategies, intervening scalability, substitution, and repurposing.
Conclusion: in this study, through a structured literature review, we mapped the research works of supply chain management during the pandemic from the problem-oriented and methodology-driven perspective, aiming to provide a research agenda in the post-pandemic era. This topic gained popularity from scholars around the globe. To cope with this sudden crisis and provide managerial insights, scholars present a quick response. Therefore, it can be said that the epidemic does promote the attention and research output in the field of OM and SCM. Given the in-depth analysis, this research is expected to help academic scholars identify research opportunities and provide guides for their future research. Although we are committed to presenting a comprehensive structured review of relevant literature, this paper has some limitations and several potentially interesting avenues for future research. Therefore, book chapters, editorials, reviews, and other types of academic views and research findings are not included in this research.